Hey guys, welcome back to Hustling with Shane. It's been about a week now, actually exactly a week since I was down at the liquidation warehouse and bought a couple of liquidation pallets. Things got a little crazy. I actually already filmed this video once, and the GoPro freaked out and wouldn't shut off, and apparently erased the video that I recorded. So, or never saved it. I don't know. It's gone. Wasn't there. So I'm gonna have to film it again. So here we are. It's been a week since the liquidation. Um, Trip down to the liquidation warehouse. I wanted to show you guys what I got. I know I touched on it briefly on the way home, but I just wanted to go over what I got, what I paid for it, what it's worth, and what my thoughts were on the liquidation warehouse and buying pallets in general. So, two pallets that I got. First one was a unclaimed package pallet. So I paid $300 for this unclaimed package pallet. And what unclaimed packages are, basically, they're like returns, exchanges, things that have typically been delivered to the customer that the customer sent back for one reason or another. Maybe it was, uh, you know, something that came in multiple colors. They ordered a specific color. The company sent out the wrong color, so they sent it back or whatever. Maybe it was missing pieces. Maybe it was broken. Maybe it was clothing that they tried on. It wasn't the right size. They didn't like it. Whatever the case may be. So they sent it back, and due to the cost of freight, cost of shipping, cost of sending it back to China or the other side of the country or wherever it came from, they just put it all in a pallet and they sell it to liquidators. It ends up being more profitable and logistically better off for the company that actually owns the product than trying to bring it back, put it back in inventory, restock it, repackage it, all of that. So unclaimed package pallet. Here's what's left of it at the moment. I paid $300 for this. There was about twice as much as you see here right now. I had about 20 to 25 boxes. Those are all sold already, and probably another 15 or 20 of these soft packages that were also sold. So in the last week since I got these, I threw this up on Facebook Marketplace right away. I listed the soft packages for $5 a piece and the boxes for $10 a piece. People could come, pick and choose what they wanted, and pay $5 or $10 a piece. So I ended up again. I paid $300 for the pallet. I've already made back $320. So I've got all my money back on this pallet. Plus I'm $20 to the good. Plus I have probably another I'll say 40 to 50 packages in there. So those at $5 a piece. If there's 50 packages in there, there's another $250. So I stand to make roughly $270. Basically, I stand to double my money on that pallet. Not quite, but just about double my money on that pallet. A couple issues with the unclaimed package, items, selling them, what they are, and kind of what comes along with selling them the way that I'm selling them. I could have opened everything, seen what was inside, and sold it for face value, whether it was clothing, whether it was just household goods. It could have been anything. Still could be anything. Now these soft packages, some of them I can tell by feeling them. They've got shoes. Some just feel like clothing, whether it's shirts, pants, bathing suits, whatever the case might be. But I mean, they could be curtains. They could be any kind of fabric or material for anything really. But odds are it's clothing. So I ran into a couple issues with selling these, and there's something that I think is going on with them, with this particular pallet, and it's probably limited to the place that I bought it. But we're going to touch on that in another video. So if you're curious about the unclaimed package video, what I think about them, what I found inside of them, and the issues that I had with selling them, stay tuned for that video. It's going to be coming out here in the next week. The other pallet that I bought was a Home Depot pallet. I paid $800 for that pallet, and it only had 4 things on it. So they had a bunch of pallets there, a bunch of Home Depot pallets. They had other pallets from Walmart, Target, Amazon, Monster Pallets. They had a couple different brands and store pallets there. I like Home Depot. I'm a tool guy. I'm a car guy. I understand tools. I know what tools are worth. When it comes to like small gas engine stuff that Home Depot sells, I know how to work on small gas engines, so if it didn't start because it had a bad carburetor or whatever, I can fix that. I can take care of it. So I felt comfortable gambling on a Home Depot pallet. There was one thing on that pallet, one thing out of those 4 items that I really, really wanted, and that was going to pay for the pallet itself. So I'm going to go over that here in a second. But anyway, 4 items on the Home Depot pallet. Right here's 2 of them. Ryobi, 3,000 PSI, 2.3 gallons per minute, gas-powered pressure washer. It's got a Honda, really good small gas engine on it. Overhead cam. I mean, just this engine alone is worth some money. Honda makes the best small gas engines in the business, according to me and a lot of other people that know small gas engines. So it came with the wand, it came with the hose, came as you see it. I did have to buy the nozzles, didn't come with nozzles, so I picked those up cheap on Amazon. I got this home, I put some gas in it. The gas had been drained when it was returned to the store. This pressure washer was used. It was actually made in 2019. I found the manufacturer sticker date on it, so it was used. I could tell it was used and already put together. It didn't come in a box or anything, so I knew there was probably something wrong with it. I just didn't know what. So that piece was kind of a gamble. I got it home, checked it out. It had oil in it, just no gas, so I put some fresh gas in it, and it fired right up on the first pull. I was like, sweet, right? I got an awesome pressure washer, and I had it obviously hooked up to the hose and everything. Squeezed the trigger on the wand, and nothing changed. No pressure. So the engine ran great. The pump was bad, right? So went on Amazon and was able to find a new pump for it for about 75 bucks. Ordered that. It's actually already on. Like I said, it's been a week. The pump's already on. It's been tested. It's been checked, and it runs great now. It fires right up on the first pull. It's got a brand new pump. I got the wands, the nozzles, and she's ready to rock and roll. So she runs good, got good pressure, hose, nozzle, everything's ready to go. This pressure washer retails from Ryobi for $369. All right, $369 for that. Now, I got it as part of the pallet, so I didn't really pay a specific amount for just that piece. I do have $75 into it with the pump, right? Pressure washer pump. So I figure I can probably sell it for about 250 bucks as is, which means minus the $75 that I spent on the pump. I'll be in it about $1.70, or I'll stand a profit about $175 on it total, aside from what I paid for it. We'll go over that in a second. So that's that. The second item was this Toro single stage snowblower. This piece was actually brand new. You can see it still has a price tag on it, $599. So first of all, it amazes me that a single stage snowblower like this is $600 nowadays. I mean, that's ridiculous. A dual stage snowblower like I have and use for my house, you can see I've got a good size driveway. It goes all the way down there. So a dual stage snowblower like what I have, I mean, I bought mine used for half of what this thing retails for new. I bought it like 6 years ago, longer than that actually, probably 9 years ago. Never had any issues with it, and it's self-propelled. So anyway, these things sell for $600 new from Home Depot. This thing was brand new, never been used, had no gas in it, no oil in it, still has the price tag on it. All right, this was probably something that they just couldn't sell. Springtime came, it didn't sell over the winter for some reason, and they just decided to liquidate it rather than store it or send it back to the warehouse or whatever. So I got a brand new $600 pressure washer. I put a little bit of oil in it, I put a little bit of gas in it. This thing fired right up. Started on the first pull, no issues. That's actually already sold to a family member of mine. I sold it to him for 300 bucks. So I gave him a little bit of a discount. I probably could have sold it for $450, something like that, but I would have had to hang on to it until the fall when people are actually shopping for snow blowers, and it just wasn't worth it. Family member could have used it. I gave them a deal. I'm still doing all right on the package, so that's sold already, just waiting for pickup. It's already been paid for. 300 bucks I got for that. The third item in the pallet was this rigid 16-gallon wet dry vac. Pretty cool, brand new in the box. It was all taped up. I took untaped it, checked it out in the box. Filter's never been installed, not a speck of dust inside the drum or anything, so this thing's never been used. These retail for $149 on Home Depot's website, so $150. I have it listed right now on Marketplace for $100 even. Well, actually, I've got it listed for $110, so that someone can offer me $100 and I'll sell it and get what I want. So I stand to make about $175 on this. I made $300 on that, and I hope to make $100 on that. So what is that? $300, $475, $575 right here in these three pieces. Okay. Now the Home Depot pallet I paid $800 for. So why did I spend $800 on the pallet if I'm only going to stand to make $600? Well, this right here is why I bought the pallet. Sports Afield 32 plus 6 safe. All right, this is a gun safe, 32 rifles plus 6 handguns, fireproof, waterproof security safe. This thing weighs 436 pounds, as you can see there, and it is brand new in the box. Look at this. Has the keypad, has a cool like turn dial, like really cool, nice safe. Now it's not a Cabela's or Springfield or anything like that. It's not a multi-$1,000 safe. It's not top of the line. It's something you'd buy at Home Depot. But regardless, this thing lists for $1,129 on the Home Depot website. Plus you're gonna have to pay tax on that, so you're gonna be in at $1,200. So $1,200 for someone to buy this brand new. I paid $800 for the whole pallet. I got those three items plus this. So this right here worth $1,200, and it was on the pallet that I paid $800 for. So basically what my plan is, one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to sell these three things. Well, that's already sold. So I'm going to sell the pressure washer and the wet and dry vac for, what did I say, $475, $575, so $575. That means I'd be out $225 on the $800 pallet that I bought, which means I would be able to keep this safe, which I personally do have a use for. I'd be able to keep this safe, and I would have only paid $225 for a safe that would have cost me $1,200 to go pick it up in the store. So that's what, 75% discount that I got on this thing. It's literally brand new in the box. When I took it off the truck, I slid the cardboard off. Still has like this inch thick foam taped to the front, so the front's not scratched or damaged. The batteries have never even been installed into the keypad. I mean, I don't know what the situation is on it, but I cannot find anything wrong with this. It's literally brand new in the box. So one of two things. Either I keep the safe and I only paid $225 for a safe that would have cost me $1,200. That's a score, right? That's a win, because I can use it and I saved a bunch of money on it, made it worth buying and selling these three other items. Or I can sell the safe. I do have it listed on Marketplace right now for $925. I would take $900 for it, and if I sell that for $900, then I stand to make about $675 on flipping that pallet. So I doubled my money, or stand to double my money, on the unclaimed package pallet there, and I stand to make about $575 on the Home Depot pallet, which means in total I would be making about $825, $875 to sell 2 pallets worth of stuff. That's not bad, right? Now you have to look at how much time I took to get these things. It was about a 50-minute drive down to the liquidator, about an hour walking around, deciding which pallets I wanted, getting it loaded up in the truck, and then another 50 minutes back, and then obviously unloading it out of the truck. I spent some time and money putting a new pump on the pressure washer. Now again, the reason that I bought this particular pallet is because I knew that there was potentially something wrong with one of these 2 gas-powered things. That was fine. This was not. But I mean, I put a new pump on this. I knew how to look up a pump. I knew how to swap a pump out on a pressure washer. Not everyone's going to know how to do that or feel comfortable doing that, but I did, so that's why I took that chance. So I've got some time and money invested in that. It's taken some time to sell the mail packages. Granted, I've sold 50% of them already in a week, but the interest on them has slowed down, probably because the Marketplace listing has moved down the down the ranks a little bit. So I'll have to renew that when I get an opportunity to. But anyway, I mean, all in all, I spent, with taxes, I spent $1,163, I think, on the 2 pallets. It was an $800 pallet, a $300 pallet, so that's $1,100 and about $63 in tax. So with gas and everything, I'm in everything about $1,200, not counting any of my time. And I stand to make roughly $1,800 or so, 1,800 to 1,850. So again, $650 to sell all these items. Now that's pretty decent. I mean, my day job, it takes me 2 full days to make that kind of money, and I make decent money. I'm not rich by any means, or I probably wouldn't be pallet flipping, right? But I mean, for my area, for my age and everything, I make pretty decent money. And it again takes me 2 full 8-hour days to make $650, right? So if I can have a little bit of fun buying and selling this stuff, and in total I might have 6-7 hours in everything, between picking everything up and meeting this guy for 5 or 10 minutes and that guy for 5 or 10 minutes. The packages, it's a lot, because you've got to sell all those packages individually, or most people that have come and bought them have bought several at a time. One guy actually bought like 30 packages. He bought all the boxes in like 6 soft packages, but everyone else takes like 3 or 4. They spend 40 or 50 bucks and they're good, right? So I mean, that's quite a few people I have to go through to sell all those. These though, I mean, that was sold literally an hour after I brought it home. This, still waiting on a marketplace deal. This, I'm waiting on a marketplace deal. And the safe, honestly, if everything else sells first and all I have left is the safe, I'll probably pull the listing for the safe and I'll just keep it. If it sells first and I still have these other items, well, then I'll just end up selling everything and I'll take the profit. So again, there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can either buy this stuff and get yourself a really good deal for stuff that you're going to use and keep, and pay pennies on the dollar to get it, and get your discount through buying the other stuff and selling it to make up the cost, or you can sell everything and walk away with a profit. So either way, it's been fun. It's been a learning experience. Will I do it again? Probably. Will I buy mail pallets again? Probably not. Again, I'm going to touch on that in the next video, so stay tuned for that coming out in the next week or so. We're actually going to open, I think, quite a few, if not all of those packages that are left. I'll tell you why in the next video, and I'm going to go over what's inside, and why I probably won't buy any unclaimed mail packages again, at least not from the liquidation warehouse that I bought them from. I have some suspicions about that. But anyway, the Home Depot pallet would definitely buy again. The Walmart stuff, the Target stuff, I don't know if I'll get into that kind of stuff. Like I said, I know tools, I know small gas engines. This kind of stuff doesn't bother me. If it's broken, I can fix it, and if it doesn't sell, I can use it. I mean, I have a pressure washer, I have a snow blower, but I mean, I can always use this stuff, and this kind of stuff will always be worth something. I mean, yeah, they'll come out with newer, better models, but this thing's worth $300 now. It'll be worth $300 next year. This thing's worth $250 now. It'll be worth $250 next year. So if it takes me 6 months or something to sell it, well, it'll sit here in the garage until it sells, and I can use it in the meantime, and it'll still be worth the same amount next year, right? So anyway, guys, thanks for staying tuned and following up with me on the pallet liquidation sale. I did want to show you guys what I got, how much I paid for everything, and what everything was worth, and kind of what I found with the items that I got. So again, snowblower, brand new. Pressure washer was a return. Needed a pump. Got an Amazon pump on there. 75 bucks, 3 bolts, and she's up and running and good to go. Brand new rigid wet vac, brand new in the box, ready to go, and brand new gun safe in the box, ready to go. That thing alone, even if I just bought the pallet for $800, and I could keep everything basically, and I would have gotten a $400 discount on the safe, and I would have gotten the other 3 items for free. I mean, if you look at it that way, it's a no-brainer, right? I mean, I got a snowblower for free, I got a pressure washer for free, I got a brand new wet dry shop vac for free, I got a $400 discount on the gun safe, and I would get to keep and use everything. I mean, how do you beat that, right? I mean, that's the sale of the century from Home Depot. So I think no matter how you look at it, it probably was a good deal, at least the Home Depot pallet. I'll definitely buy more. And when I do, I'll take you guys along. We'll check it out. We'll see what I get on the next one and how much money I can make on the next one. But stay tuned. Coming out in the next week for a video on the mail pallets. We're going to open up some of those. I'm going to show you what's inside. I'm going to go over what my concerns were and difficulties were with the mail pallet as far as selling them, what's inside, and what I suspect might be going on there. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for that next video coming out here shortly. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you're interested in my content and like what you see so far. There's going to be a lot more great stuff coming out here in the near future. So I'm excited. Things are ramping up, and I'd appreciate if you guys tag along for the ride. So thanks again for watching Hustling with Shane. Keep on hustling and making that money. Peace.